Welcome back to Dreams of the Nameless, where Trump admits he'd conspire with foreign powers to interfere in elections if presented the opportunity in this dystopian moment.
I wish I could make this shit up. In an interview with ABC News chief anchor George Stephanopoulos, when asked whether or not he would accept intelligence from foreign power, he responded by saying, and this is Trump, "I think you might want to listen. There isn't anything wrong with listening. Oh, I think I'd want to hear it." Then when he was asked if he thought that it would be interference, Trump responded by saying, and this again is a direct quote, "It's not an interference. They have information. I think I'd take it. If I thought there was something wrong, I'd maybe go to the FBI. If I thought there was something wrong. But when somebody comes up with Oppo research, right, they come up with Oppo research, oh, let's call the FBI. The FBI doesn't have enough agents to take care of it. When you go and talk honestly to congressmen, they all do it. They always have, and that's the way it is. It's called Oppo research." He's long-winded and wordy and interesting in that way. Finally, and as this wraps up his quotes here, when the interview then told him that he should give the information to the FBI, he responded, "I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of things over my life. I don't think in my whole life I've ever called the FBI. In my whole life." You don't call the FBI. You throw somebody out of your office. You do whatever you do. Oh, give me a break. Life doesn't work that way. And just so we're clear here, this did not happen in 2016. This was literally like yesterday, the day before, maybe 2-3 days ago if you're watching this a little late. This happened like now. in our current election cycle, in our current moment, that he's literally saying that he would do the thing that he was accused of doing, that he didn't collude or didn't,
I've been absolutely exonerated.
Total exoneration.
But I would do it in the future. I'm totally positive. I know the best people in doing it.
I would do it.
I would do it. Also, no, I don't have anything else.
And there's a party of lawyers somewhere where they were watching this interview and they all just went, "Oh my God."
You would assume. The level of absurdity is off the charts. And what kind of logic is that? Well, I've never called them before. So clearly I would just take information from a foreign powers agent and not inform any of the relevant agencies of my own country.
So you're telling me if you fell and broke your legs, you wouldn't call for an ambulance?
Hey, I've never had to call for an ambulance before.
I've never needed that.
I would throw
before.
somebody out of my office.
Yeah. I mean, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. I would literally be speechless if it wasn't for the fact that I wrote notes in advance, because it's so self-evidently incriminating and stupid that these are the moments where I look at him and go, wow, is this guy actually serious? Is he just this dumb, or is there some ulterior motive? Or
no, to take a serious note, I don't think it's dumb. I think it's powerful and intelligent rhetoric, because what he is going to accomplish in that interview is he's going to get a large number of its viewers to go, yeah, why the fuck would he call the FBI? And that's a big deal. That's a real big deal. And nobody is probably... Well, I don't want to be too arrogant. I don't want to say, nobody else is going to come to this conclusion. But generally speaking, this aspect of it is not being talked about enough. Even if Trump is a buffoon, we know how these things work. He's not coming up with all these strategies in a vacuum. There are people feeding him this stuff, and he has people to bounce ideas off of, and so on and so forth. And so when he utters something like this, the first thing that should come to mind is that his goal is to undermine the agencies of the government and dismantle the norms by which our politics have normally functioned, so that he can manufacture emergencies and then usurp power. Because this is what fascists do. This is what Hitler did. This is what's happening now. And we're living through it again. And so even though this individual story is humorous in its own way, this is just another instance where Trump has moved us one tick closer to Nazi Germany.
And I suppose I've said it in the past before. I guess I keep hoping that it's just incompetence, because if he succeeds at becoming a dictator, I'd rather he was an incompetent dictator than an intelligent, rational actor.
I suppose there's probably some merit to that idea. I would just rather that we didn't have a tyrant in the White House.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Or that we just didn't have presidents at all. Because the job description is really dumb. And it makes no sense. Just like how kings make no sense. That's why we used to try and kill kings. Hit that subscribe